Yeah, this video is about it's that Infinity War shit, the Infinity War bullshit. Okay, now listen, let me say something. Now everybody knows Zack Snyder, the most incompetent director in the history of directors. You know what I'm saying? Like he's literally the worst to some people. He look, he doesn't know how to do anything right. Everything he does is smashed to pieces. It's horrible. It's a wreck. It's the worst thing on the planet. The worst move. The worst decision. He has no vision. He has no direction. His concepts are horrible. He doesn't know anything about the characters he's portraying. He doesn't know anything. Anything. Okay. Now let me tell you why I am like seriously pissed off. Okay. Now, when Superman died in Batman v Superman, it was 3 years after Man of Steel. 3 years. Now, when he died, was the one thing everybody was crying about. Why did you kill him off so early? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh boy, that plays Superman. It's like he ain't been acting long enough as that character to kill him off. Like, they were calling him like just the dumbest director ever. Like, it was the worst move in history. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? If it's the worst movie in history, then you already know that goes along with it, right? So that was the dumbest thing he's ever done. 3 years after Infinity War just came out, Spider-Man hasn't even been out a year. They kill him. Now, before somebody tries to say something back to me, I don't give a damn what happens in the second movie if there's a second one. I'm hearing something about them being wished back or something, whatever it is I saw, whatever, whatever. This ain't Dragon Ball Z, right? And Marvel does not contain Dragon Balls that Iron Man needs to look for or somebody needs to look for. Like, this is not Dragon Ball Z. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, Snyder was an idiot for what he did. It made no sense. Marvel can kill the third actor who's played Spider-Man in the last 16 years. The third one. The third one in the last 16 years. The third one that recently came out with his own movie, Spider-Man Homecoming. Hasn't even been out a year. You kill him. Black Panther did $1 billion 3 months ago. Superman was 3 years. Black Panther was 3 months ago, along with doing over $1 billion in sales. He dies. Okay. There's been 3 actors that played the Hulk. The first 2, nobody really cares about. You know what I'm saying? So they're always getting on DC and Snyder about not really taking time to build things up and create a good story or whatever. I just saw something about like 18 movies or something like that that's basically been leading up to Infinity Wars. Like, really? Who cares? You know what I mean? It makes no difference. The reason why it makes no difference is because, like I said, Superman was like 3 years after the fact. But Marvel, no, 3 years after the fact, and the world hates it. The world hated what Snyder did. It didn't make no sense. It was too early for him to be killing Superman. Marvel literally just copied what Zack Snyder did. They copied it. Okay? And the reason why no one's pointing it out, one is because, oh, I guess they can be brought back in the next movie. Or, you know, saying like they're not going to point out the negatives because it's going to, bring the hype down. So every person that I've seen talk about it has not mentioned one time any of the characters that died. You know what I'm saying? Not like you're supposed to. You're spoiling it for everybody else. But nah, man. I don't care. I don't care. You know? What was it? Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Loki, um, Spider-Man, Black Panther. I think the Hulk too. I don't know. I can't remember. But I just named off a bunch of people, right? But some of those people, it's been maybe years leading up to their death. It hasn't even been a full year for Spider-Man or Black Panther's character. It's way too early for that. I don't care what happens in the next movie. Didn't Superman get resurrected in Justice League? And everybody still hated the fact that they didn't like Superman dying in the second movie. I haven't heard one person yet say anything good about how these characters dying made the movie even better. One guy died in Batman v Superman. It was an uproar. Like, this is chaos. Marvel does the same shit. And they do it in a lesser amount of time. You talking about rushing. The first major black superhero that's ever been on the big screen did $1 billion fucking dollars. And he dies 3 months later. I don't care if he comes back with the next one. Like I just said, Superman came back. Nobody cared about that. But see, Marvel was like, oh my goodness, like there are just so many dick riding Marvel fans. It's ridiculous. I can point out bad things in movies that I like. I don't never hear anybody point out negatives in these movies. Like they're 100% flawless. That's not true. I don't want to see that bullshit movie now. Are you serious? Now there's no point in me seeing Black Panther. See, I found out about that. Anyway, that's the dumbest shit I ever fucking heard. Like, Marvel just did one of the dumbest things in cinema history. They did it worse than Zack Snyder did. You know what I'm saying? They could have killed off all the people that's been down for like the last 5, 6, 7 years or whatever. Okay, that's fine, cool. You know what I'm saying? But you don't kill off a character you just put out 3 months ago that made you that much money. You don't kill him off. You don't kill off you don't kill off the third Spider-Man in your fucking history. The third one. 16 years. Since 2002. Damn near every bit of Spider-Man, you know, almost every Spider-Man movie has been picked apart over the years. You guys reached the third Spider-Man. First solo. Killed off less than a year later. Black Panther, first movie. 3 months before Infinity Wars, he does $1 billion. He dies 3 months later. That's it. I'm done. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. Until next time, man. I can't talk about this dumbass shit no more. I'm serious. I'm out.